So what with the pepperoni? Oh yeah.
Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey, I caught up with the UCLA head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Bruins headed for the ball, and we are ready for action.
Shoot.
And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And go play action, Bryce Underwood. Moving away from pressure. Throwing on the run. He's got it right down the field. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Throwing, Underwood. Pressure coming. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Sticks it in his belly. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And the point after is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Knight. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start...
Maybe a crease. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had a key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Iamaleava to throw for it on fourth. He's got it. First down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Iamaleava. Got a man. It's Ellis. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Now Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, he just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
The Bruins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Throwing, Iamaleava. Got a paw on it near the goal line.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Every day.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown! UCLA. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
All right,
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. The run inside. It's Marshall.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He not bad to drink now. He's not like locked in like how he was at the start.
Underwood. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th.
Dang!
They gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete.
There's some room. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Defense in press coverage. Might as well give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got his man in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Run in the red zone, it's Knight. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
4th down, Iamaleava. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Run it with the fullback. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Boy, that quarterback can't throw to save his life.
Just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first, and they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turns it on in midfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Marshall. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game. But
Wow,
you gotta stop the run first.
man, stop.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Underwood to throw.
Nah, there's no excuses, man. We're not, Tony, one man.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. He's got it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line. A big red zone opportunity here.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Michigan! A great catch and run for 6. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give them the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. Got his man. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. The run inside. It's Knight. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There's a crease. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the stick.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Quarterback now breaking the field. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Fakes the grab on the left. He's loose. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their
offense.
It's
the Crystals. What's that?
You're going for
is that Calumet? Yeah.
Into halftime and putting a ton of pressure.
How y'all ain't know this? Unless we talking about 2 different Crystals or something.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
I thought this was known.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Throwing, Underwood. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the Syracuse Orange. And it's the Eagles with a real chance to make this a memorable season. 9-1 following everything that happened last year. Let's find out if they can get to 10-1.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Oh my gosh, I was hoping this tight end would have blocked it.
They pick up a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Well, what happened?
Rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down.
Well, y'all gotta relax with that.
They're working that left side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Creates a little space. Crosses the 45.
Oh, he ran to him. No.
Into the open.
Let's get it.
Touchdown, Bruins. They take the lead here in
I was
the
going to say,
second half.
that ain't no Chicago.
That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive,
You
too.
ain't lying about
When
that.
you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Underwood. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, maybe a double pass. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and
shoot.
go for it here on 4th and long. 4th down, Underwood. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
The #1 key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He's been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. slides for the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. And the Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's going to take off. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a 1st down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's complete to the left. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down.
Oh, no!
That pass not closes. He got twirled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Iamale able to throw for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the 2nd half when things are getting tight.
Picks up the 1st down. Maybe some room here. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Got enough for the first. Wide open spaces. At the 20. He's at the he's into the end zone.
Right back.
Touchdown UCLA.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll throw it right on the money. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Paul.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down on the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make
Oh, my God.
Finds his big tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Marshall. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They feed him again. Makes it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. On the run, it's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Oh, my gosh.
Fires toward the end zone.
Why does the defense, like, if we in man, why are you not moving?
With the answer.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get
Like,
the
that
lead.
doesn't make
But
any
there's
sense,
time
man.
left
Like,
on the
oh,
clock.
we ain't man,
Can
but
the
when he goes, you don't
defense
even
step
do
up
nothing.
here
You
and
standing
make a
right there.
stop to preserve this win?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the back. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Iamaleava. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now Iamaleava. Bringing the heat. Buying some time. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. 4th down, Iamaleava. The throw. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here.
Could be an alley. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Setting the stage here in the final moments. If they pull off this upset, the entire playoff race might get shaken up. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Iamaleava. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
To the air. It's Iamaleava. Got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46?
Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on.
On the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Lost the defense, he's wide open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bruins. The Bruins fight back with a score of their own. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Right back to the well. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
The Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Franklin Pierce University, 13.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He's got it up for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
They want that clock to run. Got enough for the first. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Might be changing the route.
Blue 22.
They'll ride the hot hand. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
One more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Using his legs, it's Marshall. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to power their way
my
ahead.
gosh.
Got a little grass. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. In the red area, it's Marshall. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. Big Blue with the response.
And he puts the cherry on the sundae. I tell you what, man, this upset does not happen without this running game. He settled everybody down, toted the rock angry, made a bunch of plays. Palmer, he made it easy for this offense to have a big day.
I think he took it personally. I think he read the clippings and listened to all the experts talk about how they could not run the ball against this physical and this imposing defense, and really played with a chip on his shoulder today. He looked like he was running angry, and no question, he's the key to their team's massive upset win.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Here's the heat. Turning it on. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. That's the way defenses love to finish off a game. Force a turnover, leave no doubt, take away all hope, and they're going to get the W. So here comes the Michigan offense. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's primo.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football